You gotta get into the groove.
Hi, this is Simon Leung back with G Live. If you join us live, give us a hashtag live. If you join us on the replay, give us a hashtag replay. So, were you there? Did you attend live? What did you think about it? Of course, I'm talking about the live masterclass with Mr. Mike Filsaime, which all in itself was over 2 hours of rock solid content. There was a ton of great information, a walkthrough of what Groove is, all the software, past, present, and future, all the updates that are coming up, all the great plans of additional releases that's scheduled within the next couple of weeks to the next couple of months through the end of the year. So right now, if you still haven't had the opportunity to check that out, you should really do it, because with this live masterclass, there really is no additional excuse by any means for anybody who says that they don't know anything about the software, don't know what to say, don't know how to promote, don't know how to get started. All that information and a whole lot more were actually shared with over 2 hours of simply amazing over delivery of value by Mr. Mike Filsaime. So if you somehow missed it, make sure you don't miss it again, because as we mentioned the other day, right? It's all about not just the opportunities that's been presented to you, it's also your own ability to take advantage of those opportunities before they pass you by, before somebody else grabs them. Don't just watch things happen, make things happen, right? So it is your own responsibility, of course, to take it upon yourself to learn the content, to be familiar with everything that has already been covered. And so if in the case you actually did miss that masterclass, we have some good news for you. Can we give you some good news? If we can, type in good news inside the comments, because the good news is this last live masterclass was recorded. And so with all of that, even though you may have missed it live, you can still catch the replay or the on-demand replays and Encore as well. So for those of you who are not a part of our list, or maybe you haven't checked your email, what I want to invite you to do is check out this email that is on the screen right now. If you do, of course, subscribe to us and with Groove, you should have received this as well. But regardless, it is on the email with the subject line, "Here's an encore for you." It was sent out really soon after the live event was actually over. And so you'll see this little image over here with Groove Digital Presents. This is so exciting to watch. And it says, "Hello, if you missed the events, I had them put up an encore for you today." So the encore has actually been done already. I'm not sure if you saw the encore. The good news, of course, if you watched that, it was moderated. However, even if you somehow missed the encore, there is still continued good news, because the on-demand replays are also going to be available through the weekend as well. So over here, read through an email, says don't worry, you still got time. Do it now. Click on the red button below and pick a time that is convenient for you. So once you click on this button over here, you will be redirected to the page where you can register for the encore or the replay, whatever it is that may be available to you at the time that you're actually watching this video. And if you want to learn more about what is being covered, obviously, beyond what I mentioned earlier, if you scroll down just a little bit in this email, you can also see a little bit of a preview on what this masterclass had been talking about. Did you know that Groove has the fastest page load times of any platform? You don't have to believe me or take our word for it. Look at the chart from our nearest competitor that they put up during the actual show itself. So you can actually see a screenshot or a photo of a live event from our recent competitor live seminar. And so with that, they'll actually be showing you what exactly it is during the webinar itself. Definitely something that you don't want to miss. You'll also find out how to share and even sell in the marketplace, the Groove marketplace at that, page templates, funnels, and even complete websites. Mr. Mike shows you how step by step inside of this masterclass. You also learn how to save your sites locally and publish anywhere. there's really too much to put into the email or in summary, or for me to tell you it's also the best thing for you to do is to show up the webinar, okay, catch the replay or the encore. You'll discover designer blocks, direct response blocks, wireframe blocks, mega menus, and a whole lot more. Groove can now do wonders for you and your bottom line. Show up at the webinar and let Mike show you around. So if you somehow missed it, right, you can check it out by clicking on this red button on the email, or just check out any one of our previous replays of G Live, because we also showed you how you can get onto the live masterclass, register for the live webinar before it even went up live. So if you somehow missed out on all of our previous replays while it was live, definitely make it a point to watch those recordings, those archives, because there's a lot of great contents associated with it, and you're not going to want to miss out on the training, the tutorials, and those golden nuggets that might be happening in those individual G Live episodes. All right, so regardless of the case, once you click on this or you find the link, you're going to go over here, and I'll show you how you can get your own affiliate link in just a moment. But as you can see, the live masterclass page is still up and it's still running. Now, one thing that you'll notice is, of course, I came to this page when the live encore was still available. As you can see, it says next live masterclass is in, and then there was a countdown timer. The thing is, from my understanding, the last live masterclass encore has been done and over with. Okay, so that's why you see 0 minute and 0 seconds. Unfortunately, if you want the moderated version, we missed out on it already. I think we're only going on with the on-demand replay. So if we refresh the page, let's see what happens. Okay, first, once we're here, it's the next live masterclass is in. Now, once I've refreshed the page, you can see the countdown timer is officially gone. All right, so this means only one thing: time is of the essence. Read up on this page if you haven't already. And now, as you scroll down, you can see that we actually switched over to the on-demand replays, which happens probably every 10 or 15 minutes. So the good news is it doesn't matter what time zone you're in. It doesn't matter if you're awake at the same time as me, at the same time as Mike, or any one of the moderators. The good news is now this is on demand, which means that you can watch this on your own time. So come to groove.cn/webinar-registration. And once you are there, okay, you will be able to see when you scroll down just a little bit, the next webinar starts in whatever time limit it actually starts in. What you want to do is, of course, click right here to register. If you haven't already entered in your name, your email address, your best phone number, click on reserve your spot. And in the next screen, you will be greeted with a time limit, maybe a countdown timer of just a few minutes left before the next live session begins. And so with all of that, you will be able to join us at the best time of your convenience. Watch it. It's over 2 hours of amazing, amazing content. And of course, if you need to learn more about exactly what it's going to be, simply scroll through down this page. It tells you exactly what you can expect during this 2 hours plus of an amazing live masterclass done by Mr. Mike Filsaime himself. Of course, once again, once you go through this, you really have no more excuses. If you don't know anything about the software, if you don't know how to get started, if you want to learn how to make that first dollar with Groove, how to make money with affiliate marketing, how you can promote Groove, right? And really become one of our top JV partners or affiliates, and just make sure that 2022 and beyond just becomes absolutely amazing for you. Right now, you have no more excuses to be able to do that, because this is exactly what Mike shows you how to do during this webinar. So are you ready to make no more excuses? If you are, type in #NoExcuses inside of the comments. Now, in addition to this live masterclass, which of course you can watch yourself on demand, encore, or on the replay, once again, keep in mind, it is so much more than just you watching this yourself, so much more than you yourself learning about the software, learning how to get started. If you are along the same lines of our passion, our belief, our mission to help as many people become successful as possible, this means that you also want to share, right? If you do, type in "sharing is caring," because this is our opportunity, our chance to change the world by sharing this opportunity to as many people as possible, but not just out of the pure kindness of your own heart. I know that we're all wanting to be nice people. We all want to share. We all want to share and deliver value, right? But how great would it be if there's somehow a chance for us to share this kind of value and at the same time potentially earn affiliate commissions as well. Do you want that? If you do, type in the word commissions inside the comments, because as you should already know, we are right down smack in the middle of our Groove JV launch, our launch, which commemorates the end of the lifetime offer. And just so that you know, that webinar number 1 that we just shared with you, that live masterclass with Mr. Mike Filsaime, that's actually one of several different promotional tools that we have in store for you, which you can use to be promoting. So come here to our Groove JV page, learn all about, if you haven't already, about our affiliate program, all about the lifetime offer ending launch. It is, of course, scheduled for February 4th until February 22nd. And today, we're right down smack in the middle of that, which means that, of course, you know of the time sensitivity of everything that we're doing. So if you haven't had the chance to do so, make sure that you subscribe to our channel. Make sure that you like our Facebook pages. Make sure that you join us inside of our groups. Turn on those notifications. Follow us throughout social media so that you get all the latest updates whenever they do happen, including time-sensitive content, such as the ones that we're providing here for you today. As you can see, we're in the middle of this launch. If you want to learn more about what this launch is all about, watch this video right here. Also, in addition to that, you'll also want to learn about our leads contest, about how you can, during this time, potentially win cash and prizes. Lots of really cool things that you can be learning. And don't forget, we also have some additional links and swipes that we have for you over here as well. Again, check out our archives of previous G Lives to learn more about all of that. The one thing that I want to direct your attention to is this right over here. It's called Groove Final Launch, and it is the calendar that is on the Groove JV page. As you can see, once again, a reiteration, this launch is happening from the 4th to 22nd of February, which is this very month, at the very moment that I'm talking to you live right here, right now. And starting off with the pre-launch in the early days of February, the first week of the month, in fact, we had 5 days of Groovathon, which was the pre-launch period, showed you everything that you wanted to know about all the amazing software products that are related to Groove, all the cool things that are coming up, the brand new features, the updates, things that were shared with you directly by Mike Filsaime, as well as David Lemon, and some of our special guests within the Groove community as well. So with all of that, of course, a very big worth of a replay, an investment of your time to catch the recordings of the Groovathon. And then the launch officially began on the 4th of February. And then webinar number 1 actually started on the 9th of February, which was this past Wednesday. And just as a reiteration, we had 4 live sessions on that day. And then within the next 24 to 48 hours, we continue to show additional encores and things like that. And so the good news is, once again, as the weekend approaches, we have some on-demand sessions, which again, once you come to our replay page, you will be able to see that this on-demand will be available most likely through the weekend. And so if you are interested to be a part of that and to learn all about that, right, you can see it right over here. Our on-demand is on Saturday, maybe a little bit on Sunday, but no promises, because as we can see, the on-demand is not even listed on Sunday. So if this is something that you want to watch, make sure that you do catch it before it's actually over. And so with all of that, it means that time is of the essence. If you do want to maximize this time, that you don't miss out on the contents of webinar number 1, which will again reveal to you everything that you want to know about the software, about how to get started. There is a time limitation. These replays will not be up forever. Why? Because as you can see, towards the approach of week number 2 of the launch itself, we're going to have another webinar. This one is called webinar number 2. And from what we understand, it is brand new content already. Okay. It is the next step. So whatever is being covered during the Groovathon, whatever has been covered for webinar number 1, these are all prerequisites for webinar number 2, because once we start going into webinar number 2, you're going to learn some additional amazing, exciting content on things that haven't even been released yet. During the recent Groovathon, Mr. Mike actually made a brand new announcement of a brand new agency feature where you can, if you want to, act as a Groove agency, have access to a white label version of Groove where you can now create your own products and become a service provider and also resell as a reseller okay? The actual Groove platform. And so with that, by the way, with the agency, are you excited about that? If you are, type in the word agency inside the comments. From what I understand, that is the new content of what webinar number 2 is all about. So if you want to learn more about how you can be official reseller of Groove to take advantage of the brand new agency service that you will have white label to, okay? A very similar version of something called Go High Level and other things that you can white label if you wanted to. Very, very exciting stuff. So make sure that you don't miss out on that webinar. The announcements of the link, the registration have not been made yet, okay? These announcements have not been made yet because we're now still talking about the Encore and the on-demand replays of webinar number 1. So make sure that you use this time before the announcement of webinar number 2 to either catch the replay or promote this to as many people as you can. Again, find your links on the Groove JV page so that this can be your prerequisite, so that you can actually get yourself ready, okay, for the agency, for the reseller. I see Robert Foley and Chanel, Fiona, Tata Corvera. We're all very excited, right, about the agency platform that is coming up. You're not going to want to miss out on that. Probably sometime within the next 1 or 2 days, the announcements for the registration for that webinar, the next masterclass, will be made. So make sure that, once again, you're following us on social media. Turn on the notifications. So at the very least, right here on G Live, we will be amongst to let you know, give you that update when it is ready for you to register for that webinar so that you don't miss it. And just like with webinar number 1, we will do multiple different live sessions on that initial day. And then the following days, we can expect encores as well as on demand. But just like with everything else, of course, it is very, very time limited, very, very time sensitive, because once it's over, you can see that the following week, we also have a webinar number 3 planned as well. So everything, of course, means that time is of the essence. We need to be fast action takers right here inside of the Groove community. So make sure that whatever it is that you do for the next week and a half now, we've been talking about how, this is going to be a great, awesome month of launch. And then it became 3 weeks. It became 2 weeks. And now we're right over here already, which means that we're literally only a week and a half away before the end of the launch, a week and a half away before the end of the lifetime platinum, a week away before monthly pricing actually begins. Yes, the world is turning, time is moving, and the clock is ticking. Everything is down by the wire. All right. So make sure that you do take fast action on everything, because once you miss out on those opportunities, just like what we talked about the other day, those opportunities will pass you by. And quite frankly, it is very possible that they will be gone forever, especially with this once in a lifetime opportunity. Okay. A little deal of a lifetime. This monthly pricing will schedule to begin on February 23rd, which means that if you want to maximize that time, you haven't upgraded yet to platinum. By the way, are you a platinum member? If you are, type in the word platinum inside the comments. However, if you're not, or you want to maximize that 40%, maximize that 40% of the 199 sell commissions, then we only have another week and a half to do it. Again, don't worry. Lots of resources available right here on this JV page. We also have these webinars that tell you how to get started, webinars for you to promote live masterclasses and even live Q&As for you to let the Groove team answer the questions for you on your behalf, the same questions that your customers, your members, your potential clients will have. Let the Groove team, let Mike Filsaime himself or David Lemon, let them answer those questions for you and do the sales for you as well, so that all you need to do is watch alongside with them, sit back, relax, and earn those commissions. So with all of that, keep in mind, this is the Groove JV page. The calendar is right here. The next webinar is brand new content already, webinar number 2. And just so that you know a little bit of insider information, and this is not something, obviously, that I don't believe Groove wants to keep as a secret forever. It's just that we haven't had the chance to announce this. Just so that you know, from that very first day of the webinar number 1, it was such a successful launch that within the Groove, within just our own webinars, within just our own database, our own customers, just the people whom we promoted to, we had a very, very successful day, reaching beyond 6 figures. Okay, 6 figures in sales. Again, that's just with the 4 webinars that we did. Again, that's only just within the actual list, database, customers that we already have. That doesn't even include our JV partners, the affiliate webinars, all the additional promotions that came in during that day. And just so that you know, every single week, I believe, from this week on until the next couple of weeks, there's over 100 webinars that are being scheduled. So, as what we mentioned the other day, right? Watching things happen or making things happen. Taking advantage of the opportunities or letting those opportunities pass you by. If you somehow did not catch the live masterclasses, did not promote the webinars, were not a part of those promotions, that means that those 6 figures a day worth of results, that opportunity also passed you by, where in fact, had you promoted, this means that you could have gotten a big piece of that pie while letting Mike Filsaime do all the talking, live demonstration, presentations, all on your behalf. So anybody who promoted, they would have seen a lot of additional sales coming in, great commissions, a lot of additional benefits and rewards, all because they did their part. Now, here's the thing. If you're still wondering about the power of virtual events, of live webinars, recorded webinars, groovathons, and live streams, right? And somehow you're still not awake in terms of realizing what the true potential actually is, we want to ask you how much longer you want to sleep. Because while you're still trying to see where you fit in, should I be promoting this? Should I be wasting my time? Let's see how it works first. In the meantime, affiliates just like you are generating thousands and thousands of sales, 6 figures plus over a day, every single day that there's the promotion going on. How much time do you want to waste with that? Stop wasting that time, okay? Start promoting, and if you haven't already, promote with your upgraded platinum account, because why would you want to earn only 20% commissions as a free member when you can more than double your commissions with 40% on tier 1 and an additional percent, 10% in fact, on tier 2 as a platinum member as well. So with all that huge benefits, and once you upgrade itself, while the platinum lifetime is still available in the next week and a half, just 2.5 sales will more than pay, for your actual life account, your lifetime account platinum already, and everything else is already going to be in profit. So cover your costs, break even in less than 3 sales. Everything else is pure profit. Does that sound good? Do you want more profit? Do you want a lifetime of profit? If you do, type in lifetime inside of the comments. So hopefully you see the power of virtual live events. This is how, by the way, all the top names in internet marketer create their $1 million launches, multi-million-dollar launches, 7 figures in a single day. This is how we do it. And now you have a big opportunity to take a big piece of that. So let's not sleep anymore. Are you ready to take massive action on that? If you are, type in #action. And so with that, let's get moving on this launch. There is no more time to waste. All right, so with that, this is your final invitation to make sure that you catch webinar number 1 before that goes down. Invite as many people as you can. This is already super high converting, hundreds of thousands of dollars. And believe you me when I tell you that before this launch is over, we're going to go healthily into the millions. And so, yes, you're definitely going to want to be a part of that. Do you? If you do, type in a big fat yes inside of the comments. As you scroll down right here on the JV page, you can learn more about this from the video itself. Check out all the different links that you have right over here under promotional tools. Scroll down just a little bit and you'll see your affiliate link for launch webinar number 1. And in just a few days time, you will be the first to hear it once it is available. Launch webinar number 2 will be live. And so with that, you will be able to promote that as well. But before that happens, make sure that you do watch launch webinar number 1. Promote this to as many people as you can, because if you don't, then unfortunately you will miss out on all the prerequisite amazing content. Again, over 2 hours of amazing information that you're not going to want to miss out on. All right. So with all of that, let's get moving. Let's take massive action. This is our chance to make sure that we let the Groove team, especially led by Mr. Mike Filsaime himself, do all the amazing amazing promotions for us. So before we let you go, we see a lot of you in interacting with us over the last 25 minutes or so, half an hour. Mr. Robert Foley is over here. We see Chenille, Tata Corvera is also with us. We also see Fiona, as well as Moni Mentor, and also another Rob. Joseph is here as well. Congratulations for joining us. We also have Nitty, who has also joined us. We got Wei Chang, who has joined us as well. I believe this might be the very first time that we're interacting. So congratulations. And we also see a few Facebook users, which means that, by the way, if this is how you are displayed, it means that Facebook has not been identified in your StreamYard. So what you want to do is you want to go to grooveover.to/authorize. Once again, that's grooveover.to/authorize. You should be able to see a link of that in the ticker somewhere below this video as soon as it gets there. So with all of that, what you'll know is once you authorize, you'll be able to see just like what Chenille is doing, making a post, and we'll be able to see your name as well as your smiling faces, assuming that of course, you are on Facebook, just like what TokTok is doing. You can see that now we can see who is actually leaving the comment, and we want to actually connect with you, identify you by name. So please go ahead, go to grooveover.to/authorize, so that the next time that you do interact with us right here on Groove on any one of our live streams, we will be able to address you by name, and it will be a lot more personal, because that's what we are, a community that is personal. We want to help you. We want to make sure that we personally connect with you. All right, so with that, that is pretty much all of the updates that we have for you here today. On behalf of the entire Groove community and myself, we do want to thank you for your time and appreciate you for everything that you're doing, especially as JV partners, as affiliates, as platinum members. All these amazing things will continue to happen. And yes, I know as we go into the weekend, we usually say, hope that you enjoy your weekend and that you have some time to spend with your family and all those things, which is still absolutely true. We still want you to enjoy your time with your loved ones over the weekend, but keep in mind, time is of the essence. We only have a week and a half left of this launch. And of course, the webinar number 1 replay is only going to be available through the weekend. And as promised, we're going to have webinar number 2 next week already. So make sure that you don't miss out on any of that. All right. So with all of that, hopefully you do take notes of the schedule and that you don't miss out on the opportunities as soon as they arise. So with that, until next time, take action right now. Let us know if you have any questions, and we'll see you right back here on the next G Live on the Inside.
You gotta get into the groove.